She's Mamie. Yes, she believes in me. She reads a story from a book or two. She's Mamie. Mammy's Corner! Hello, my littles! Welcome to Mammy's Corner, and I'm Mammy. But you already knew that, didn't you? Mammy was practicing the song. I didn't do so good, but I tried. And that's the important thing, is that you try and you try until you succeed, right? Never give up. Mammy's not going to. All right, it is time to do our affirmations. Are you ready? Are you ready? You're ready. All right, let's go. I am loved. Very good. You are loved. But let's say it louder. Ready? I am loved. Good job. Now, besides your mommy and daddy who loves you, that's right, God loves you. Who else loves you? Mammy loves you, and don't you forget it. Let's do the next one. You ready? I am good. Are you good? You are, but let's say it louder. Ready? I am good. Good job. Now for the last one. I am kind. Yes, you are, but let's say it one more time. I am kind. Good job, my littles. All right, let's get ready. Get ready. Go sit in a chair. Get all nice and comfy in your chair. Or if you want to cuddle with your blanket, make sure you get your blankie and you cuddle up with your blankie. Or maybe if you have a favorite pillow, you cuddle up with that. Or if you have your favorite stuffy handy, get ready to cuddle because Mammy's getting ready to read. Are you ready? Are you all nice and comfy? All right, let's get going. This story is called Repeat After Me, Me, Me. It's the story of Echo. Long ago, in ancient Greece, there lived a nymph named Echo. Now, in case you don't know, a nymph is in mythology one of the minor goddesses of nature that's represented as beautiful maidens living in mountains and forests and meadows and waters. So she's a nymph. Ready? Her name is Echo. Like many nymphs, Echo was beautiful. She had long dark hair and dark brown eyes. Also, like many nymphs, Echo loved music. She could often be heard singing by a mountain stream or dancing along a woodland trail. Yes, Echo was similar to other nymphs in many ways, but one thing made Echo different. One thing made her stand out. Unlike other nymphs, what Echo most enjoyed was talking. For, you see, Echo was quite smart and very funny. She could chat for long stretches of time about any subject in the world. And she was never at a loss for words. She was always ready with a clever remark or smart observation. It was said that there was no better way to pass an hour than in a conversation with Echo. So, it was not surprising that those who spent time with Echo always enjoyed her company. Now, Echo's home was on a mountain in the middle of Greece. Yet, over time, Echo's reputation spread. Men and women and gods and goddesses in all places knew her name and heard about her intelligence and wit, which means funniness. Eventually, word of Echo even reached the home of the Greek gods, Mount Olympus. There, her fame attracted the attention of Zeus, the king of the gods. Zeus listened to the stories about Echo. He heard about her gift with language, how much everyone loved to speak with her, and his interest grew. At last, he decided that he had to meet Echo himself. So, one morning before the sun rose, he left Mount Olympus. Zeus traveled hundreds of miles to reach the mountain where Echo lived. He found her at home. He introduced himself. He told her that he had come a long way to see her, and he asked Echo to take a walk with him. Echo agreed. For hours, Zeus and Echo chatted. They spoke about her home and about his. They talked about the animals who lived on the mountain and the people whose village sat in its shadow. And the longer they spoke, the more charmed by Echo Zeus became. Yes, she was beautiful, but it was Echo's sparkling conversation that truly captured Zeus. I wonder, Zeus said, if you might consider leaving your home. But I have left it, Echo replied with a wink. Did you not realize that we are outside? Indeed, we've been walking along this trail for hours. Zeus smiled. You are very clever. I will have to be clearer. I wonder if you might leave here and return with me to Mount Olympus. You'd be very welcome there, and then I won't have to travel so far every time I wish to talk with you. I wonder, Echo said, whether Hera would welcome me to Mount Olympus. Zeus nodded at that, for he well knew how jealous his wife could be. But what he did not know was that Hera had followed him that day. He did not know that she had been watching him and Echo all along. He did not know that, even now, his wife was listening from behind a nearby tree as he spoke to Echo. Which is why Zeus was so shocked when, at that moment, Hera stormed out of the woods. The king of the gods was speechless, and Hera's eyes glowed with a jealous fire. She stood before her husband and Echo on the mountain path. You dare to betray me like this? Hera said to Zeus. How dare you to invite this creature to our home? I shall never allow it. Do you think that she's mad? I think that she's mad. Ooh. Hera, Zeus shouted. Calm yourself. Calm myself? Hera returned just as loudly. You have secretly left our home. You have traveled halfway across Greece. You have spent hours with Echo, and you've done it all behind my back. Why in the world should I be calm? Well, Echo said in relaxed tones, for one thing, all of your yelling is scaring the birds. She meant it as a joke. She hoped it might ease some of the tension of the moment. She did not mean to insult Hera, yet Hera was insulted. She glared at Echo. She fumed. She decided then and there to punish this nymph whom everyone thought was so clever. So that's when Hera put a curse on Echo. Clever thing, Hera said coldly. You're the nymph who always knows what to say. You can turn a phrase like no one else. That's what everyone says, right? Please, Echo began. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sorry. Silence! Hera interrupted. I think I've heard enough of your witty talk. So from this day on, you shall no longer be able to say anything original. All you'll be able to do is repeat others. Every word out of your mouth shall be the exact words that another just spoke. No, please, Echo whimpered. Hera, don't, Zeus said. But Hera ignored their begging. She continued venomously. This shall be your curse, Echo. And when Echo tried to object again, when she tried to argue more, those were the words, the only words she was able to produce. Curse, Echo. Zeus's eyes fell. He looked at Hera, who glared at him. There was nothing he could do. He reached out to touch Echo's hand. I'm sorry, Echo, he said. Goodbye. And all Echo could do was repeat him. Goodbye. That is why today, when you're in the mountains and you yell something out and you hear your words repeated back to you, it's known as an echo. Man, the goddess Hera was very upset with her husband Zeus for going and talking with Echo for all day long, all those hours. And he didn't tell his wife. Now, that wasn't very nice of him. He needed to tell her, hey, I heard about Echo and I want to go talk to her, right? And now, when you go to the mountains and you go, hello, she repeats back to you, hello, hello, hello. That's what's called an echo. Oh, my goodness. These stories are funny. They're just myths. They're not true. But anyway, I hope you liked the story. If you did, make sure you take and arrow your remote down and move it over and give Mammy a thumbs up to let me know that you like these stories. All right, so that's it. So, it's the end? Yeah. And what do we say? That's right. Besides your mommy and daddy, who loves you? That's right. God loves you. Who else loves you? Mammy loves you. Shh. but Mammy loves you bestest. Until next time, my littles, be good and be kind.